the Honda sandwich of Lecuona, and Lowe's going all the way around the out.
Bad start from off the line, so he's in full-on recovery mode. At the front of the field, though, Locatelli really keeping him
pushed down to 5th position. His chances of making it 3 podiums. Locatelli not only ahead of his own teammate Toprak, who has been relegated down to 6 some good scraps previously, and an opportunity for them to have another at this stage. Bassani, as long as possible, is the key here for Andrea Locatelli. Start of lap 3, it's enough to come through on the second apex of that turn 2.
For quite a bit of this weekend, but even when you compare it to the performances of Aguilar and Gardner on the independent bikes.
Second, then back to Bassani, fending off Jonathan Ray, who is all over the back of him now as they come.
Toprak that little bit too far back to try and make a move, but it is key for Toprak to make sure he's in.
Four-way squabble for the last of those positions inside the top 10, but there is a long group down at the moment.
In the early stages, looks like the same again, but we saw Bassani run a little bit wide through 8 and 9.
Bassani by surprise into the southern loop. That is classic Jonathan Ray, a move that he obviously finds his way through as well. So opportunistic from Toprak, wants to follow. For Bassani now is to try and consolidate that place, but as we've said, he looks trying for all he's worth to close down Alvaro Bautista. Your race leader though, Dioglu, Bassani, Lowe's and Lecuona.
Yeah, Lowe's and Lecuona look like they've got so much more corner.
As soon as that door was opened, Alex Lowe's was straight through and gets it stopped nicely. Obviously being passed as Dominic Egerter gets well out of shape coming down the hill from Lukey Heights. Side Dominic Egerter in towards turn 1. Oh, Egerter well out of shape and almost got.
We were lucky not to really have a bit of a clash between those riders, but good riding from the other guys too.
Behind Ertl, still ahead of Petrucci and Vandermark. Those gaps beginning to open up now. Bassani and Lecuona dropping slightly away. Here comes Alex Lowe's on top rack, Razgatlioglu. Razgatlioglu, not many do that at the heaviest braking point on another non-score for him. He'd only not long, just a few minutes since abreast at the start of lap 9 in an outstanding tussle for P4, and Lowe's was a little bit sluggish coming off turn 3. He's had to go defensive now into turn 4. He does so.
That Ertl's the 3rd fastest rider on the racetrack. That's why he's been able to bridge that gap last time around. Pull back.
Bassani, who holds firm for the moment in 8th. Really close now between these 3. Carry his momentum. He's on the outside though of Jonathan Ray into the southern loop, and he's got to get Toprak down the inside. Late on the brakes into turn 4. Lowe's has made the move on.
Ertl clearly the rider to keep an eye on in this group as well. He's been able to take advantage of the scrapping in front of him.
Closing down what's often been a 3-rider fight in towards turn number 1. Damage to limit here.
Ertl's got the tyre underneath him as well. He hasn't had to fight with all these riders all the way.
Against Philip Ertl as well. You wouldn't believe that this is a heavyweight class. It's only half a second from the back of Lecuona at the top of the shot, making his way down Luni as well. So if you get it wrong, you can lose 2 or 3 positions in a train like this one.
Into the mid-32s for these riders, and that's because the Kawasaki's are bottling up the other right.
But different machines, different riders, proving evenly matched around this. Bassani now is breaking clear. Toprak is slipping into the path of Ertl and Lecuona behind. Philip Ertl menacing on the tail of Toprak Razgatlioglu. He's done some good 3 seconds back from Lecuona.
They'd already dropped a little bit of time. Lecuona's done
in shredding rubber. You only need to go out to the circuit and you can see the rubber have the inside into the southern loop, albeit with Lowe's now closing the door.
Yeah, the Kawasaki,
and that leaves the door open for Jonathan Ray, and Bassani might try to pounce Lecuona, rounding out that group.
Clearly good scrap here for the final.
Front of Ray going into turn 1 because Ray's got so much speed on the outside. Bassani tries to pin him. Lowe's goes down and he's collected Toprak Razgatlioglu, and the pair around Razgatlioglu.
In that group, it's almost inevitable when everyone's chopping and changing.
Axel Bassani now 4/10 of a second ahead of Jonathan Ray in 4th place. Philip Ertl 3/10 further.
Different story. You can see there for Jonathan Ray as well how hard he's having a ride there. He doesn't have to.
The gap is 1 second to Dominic Egerter, who's now pulled well clear of Danilo Petrucci. Disaster as far as Alex Lowe's is concerned. He's going to leave this. So Philip Ertl getting through on Jonathan Ray, but Ray's still set to score a double. Recovered it. Iker Lecuona in 7th. This is where the action has been throughout this.
Back from the riders behind.
Disappointment for Toprak Razgatlioglu. So back to last season, where he left himself with so much ground to recover against Alvaro Bautista.
Right on that rear wheel of Jonathan Ray. Lecuona's going to have an opportunity here too.
Well, Jonathan,
then the start-finish straight, he's going to try and make the move into turn 1, just like what we saw.
The other side, and Jonathan Ray going defensive to the inside in towards turn 10. 3 main overtake. Maybe really there as Jonathan Ray is pushed down into P7. Ray will try to go 7th on merit. It's the reminder that it could easily have been 9th to Europe for the 3rd round of this season.
And Philip Ertl here in the number 5 type machine, doing a really good.
And as it stands here in Phillip Island, those are your top two independents in the championship.
Enough to make the move on Jonathan Ray. Same story really for Philip Hurtle as well.
It's a hat-trick for Alvaro Bautista, and he is officially the greatest ever times world champion. 8th is all he could do this afternoon on pure pace.